Okay, now a lot of times your printer won't want a packaged folder. Sometimes they want a PDF file as well. But this one will be a high resolution PDF file. And it has to be higher quality than the one that we did for just turning in assignments to me. So let me show you how to do that. It's similar. I'll do File, Export, and I'll call it Sample Mag. Okay. And this time I'm going to want it to say Print, and I actually automatically made one, but I'll click Save. I'll click Replace, and it's going to give me some options here. High quality print is definitely what I want, but for the absolute best quality you want to do a couple more things. You want to go to Compression, and there is some standard image compression that happens, and we don't want any of that. I'm just going to press on this Color Images, do not downsample. That means there will be no compression of my color images, and compression none, and image quality will be, if I do that, the image quality will be the absolute highest possible. Grayscale images, I got to do the same thing. Do not downsample, compression none. Monochrome images, do not downsample, compression none. It's okay to say that because that's vector stuff. So this is a modified now. You'll see high quality print modified. It's better than just the high quality print. So you got to do that. And then go down to marks and bleeds, and most printers, you know, they're different, but some of them will, I would say most of them want all printers marks. They'll want the crop marks, the bleed, the registration marks, the color bars, the page information, and then you do want to click this, Use Document Bleed Settings. That means that your bleed that you carefully put on there will be intact in the PDF. Okay, I'm not worried about the slug. I'll click Export, and again, if there's warnings, just go with that. And it will export the magazine, and it'll take a little bit of time. It actually might take quite a while. It might take several minutes. And if you have a large magazine of 32 pages with high resolution photos on every page, it could take quite a while. It could take a very long time. And I'm going to go see how I'm doing here. 12:25. Okay, mine is done. All right, that's my new one. It tells me when I did it. And so I'm going to open it up and take a look at it. And let's see here. Let me zoom to page level just so you can see what one of these looks like. All right, this is the cover, which I didn't put anything on there, but these are the grayscale and the color bars. These marks here, the outermost black lines, that's the bleed, and then this is the trim. Okay, so I'm going to go and then here you can see that this image goes past the trim line, so it's safe. And this is what the printer gets, and this is, the printer can work with this. He can, and notice there's the trim line, so this photo is safely bleeding past the trim line. And so is this, the gator. You can see that's the trim line, there's the trim line. It's going to bleed the way it needs to. Okay, and this is a high resolution, and it could be hundreds of megabytes. It could be huge. So you don't have to turn this into me, but if you are actually going to print a magazine or a book on a printing press and you're going to give it to a commercial printer, they may ask for this high resolution PDF file, and this is the way you need to prepare it. Now of course they may have, in fact every printer I've ever worked with had unique instructions specific to them, but this is generally what they're going to want, but then of course change it to whatever they ask for specifically. Okay, one thing that I need to point out is that in this PDF, let me go back to the export window. Back to here. I failed to make note of this. I did it, but don't put spreads. Click on individual pages, because the printer is going to want to deal with them as individual pages, and they have software that can turn them into spreads. This is viewing one page at a time. I can view page display, two-page view, but the printer needs them as individual pages rather than spreads.